Hello everyone, this is Matt the Speedstar here, ready to run through some more of the last story, and we gotta run! We gotta get out of here! Anyway, in the last part, Dagran revealed his true intentions, that everything that happened on Lazarus Island was part of his plot to gain the power of the Outsider to recreate the world, and forced a final confrontation against Zale and his friends. However, the power of the Outsider eventually possessed Dagran, and forced Zale to kill him. And in doing so, the last world is collapsing, and now we gotta get out of here. Let's hurry up and get going.
Zale, don't look back, okay?
I know it's difficult, but we have to press on. We have no other choice.
Zale, Mirani is right. You owe it to Dagran. So you have to survive, no matter what.
Yes, it was Dagran's final order. That applies to you too, Saran.
Yeah, I know. Come on then. Let's go.
Zale.
Too many lives have been lost, both Gorak and human.
Yeah, had about enough of this war.
Yes, and finally the war will now be over since both Zangorak and Count Arganin are gone. So now there's no more reason to fight. Anyway, it's not too much of a problem now, but in the later parts of this, you really gotta watch yourself. Anyway, we're almost out.
Lowell! You lot go on ahead. I'm gonna take him home.
Seren, wait. You can't do it on your own. That's suicide.
Shut up! I have to do this! Can't you see? There's no point anymore. He's gone and left me here. How can I go on living?
This light.
That's the very same light that left Dagran when Zale killed him.
Oh, what's up, chaps?
Lo!
Up we go. Oh, ah, that really hurts.
You're alive!
It's another freaking bloody miracle.
Don't you dare do that again!
Hey, don't cry.
I'm sure I felt Dagran's presence.
Yeah,
Don't.
Dagran gave them one last miracle. He allowed Loa to live. So despite all that happened, despite being consumed with his vengeance, he was still a good guy in the end.
So, Dagran.
Yeah, I see.
It must have been tough.
It was.
Zale.
Alright, now, these two swords right here, I'm gonna equip them real quick. To Seren. Anyway, these two swords, the East Wing and the West Wing, these were Zesha's weapons. Figured it might as well be a little trophy for Seren. Probably considering she was probably the one who killed Zesha in the first place. Both, on my recording, I looked back at it and it was Seren who dealt the final blow before he launched his attack on Lowell. But, either way, I bet you Seren, if he did not stay behind to kill Zesha once again, was the one who actually did him in. So, might as well give his weapons to Seren. West Wing can inflict Sticky, East Wing can inflict Petrify. Makes your physical attacks a lot more useful, and also, we're now coming up to that point where things are going to be a little more high stake, we'll say. So I'm going to equip the Speedstar to make sure I can get the hell out of here. Okay, there we go. Now I can move fast enough that I can at least get out of here quick. So let's go.
It's starting to fall apart.
Let's get out of here before it's too late.
If we don't hurry, we're finished.
Callista ain't kidding. If you don't hurry, if you get caught and fall, it's an instant game over. Anyway, I don't see that thing up there. I guess it doesn't show up. Anyway, yeah. See? That's all falling apart.
The exit should be above.
Not much further.
Keep your guard up. We don't know what surprises await us.
Something will try to defend the outsider. I just know it.
Alright, so, one last battle and then we're finally out of here, so I don't need the speed star anymore. I just figured I'd give it one more use.
Golems! They're hell-bent on destroying us.
I'm not about to lose to one of these things.
Zane, don't be rash.
Try to stick together, everyone. Look out for the pillars from above, too.
We'll get out of here alive.
Yeah, so as you saw there, one of those pillars above can paralyze Seren. So, you get paralyzed too. Alright, there. Cover, deflector, that should make things a lot easier. Looking pretty bright too, might I add. Aye! There. Okay, we got one over there. Headshot! Yes! Hey! Hey! Okay, I think that's it.
Not long now.
Good. Everyone's okay?
Yeah.
Zane, let's go.
And that's it. Zale and everyone got out of the last world, and the war is now over.
It was all over. The Gurak retreated to their own continent. Thanks to the continued efforts of Zale and his friends, a treaty of peace was signed, bringing an end to the war for good. It was decided that Fortress Island should stay joined to the edge of Lazarus Island, so Zale moved them to a new position, in between the Empire and the Gurak continent. The war that had plagued both nations was over, and the land's energy was no longer being drained away. With each day that went by, the comforting warmth of peace spread softly across the land. Soon enough, the time came to return the outsider to the sky.
And here we are. Chapter 41, Stargazer's Tower, Day. So chapter 40 is not the final chapter. It was the chapter with the final boss, but not the final chapter. So, this is a really short chapter, by the way. Just talk to Callista, let the cutscene ensue, and then you're moving on. But first, let's maybe talk to everyone here.
So, now Lazarus is the bridge between two great nations, eh? I bet this city is going to become even more prosperous than it already was.
Why don't we start up a business here or something? People would appreciate it.
You? Running a respectable business?
Well, there's got to be something that's right up our street. How about a bar?
You'll have guzzled all the booze before the punters can get their hands on it.
Shut up!
Well, it could be fun.
And they're back, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, there's also a save point right there, too, if you want. But you don't really need it. I mean, this is a really short chapter. Anyway, let's talk to these two.
It's not going to be easy for the humans in Gurak to live together in harmony. Not after all those years of conflict.
No. Just as the energy of the land will not simply return as though it was never lost. But with time, I believe that things will improve. Zale, you made the right choice.
They do make a point, but either way, at least things will be better now. So,
Shall we return the outsider to the sky from whence it came?
Yeah, we might as well. If you'd stuck around, I did read up on it, I believe, and it's known as the Rite of Celestial Liberation, is what it's technically called. Not really any big ceremony or anything. You'll see why. But yes, let's begin. And I'm gonna be quiet now.
Everything's ready. It's time for us to grant the Outsider's wish.
My family's right can finally be fulfilled.
Let's send the Outsider home.
Yes.
Thank you all. You have granted us the freedom we so desired. Now we can once more gather the energy that fills the far reaches of the cosmos and use it to create new worlds. Thank you.
And there it goes, back to the stars from whence it came.
New worlds.
The Outsider is a world seed. A being that drifts through the darkness, absorbing the surrounding energy. It only brought destruction because it was summoned down here, to a place where it should never have been. The Outsider belongs in the skies, a seed of new life.
So the Outsider creates new life?
Yes. I believe that it will now. That mark is a gift that the Outsider granted to you. That bond will not disappear.
That's right. Even though the Outsider is long gone, Zale still has its power. For as long as he lives.
Thus, the conflict surrounding the Outsider, after centuries of tragedy and strife, was finally brought to an end. The draining of the land was halted, and as for the heroes, Zale and Lady Callista, the tale of how they and their companions brought peace to the land would be passed down for many generations to come. A few days after the Outsider's departure, humans and Gurak alike had chosen to work together, sharing their technologies with one another, and their combined efforts had begun to clear away the scars of destruction that tainted their homes.
And now, the epilogue, the last story. However, this is not the end. It can be the end if you want. There is a way where you can proceed to the end of the game now, and you can do it anytime you wish. But we are able to roam around Lazarus City once again. I didn't want to bring that up because it would have technically been spoilers. But anyway, also we have...
repairs will be finished.
Right, I hate it when I get too close and they just start talking. Anyway, Callista's with us now. And that's kind of why you should get any business before Chapter 32 done, because some of it gets locked out because she's with you. And also because of the events that happen afterwards. You get the idea. What do you guys say? Ah, right. Going to talk to Ariella will proceed to events that lead towards the end of the game. So we're not going to do it just yet. Actually, I'm going to use some map travel and I'm going to go around to certain places. You know, just get some stuff out of the way. First off, let's go to the turret control room. Now, if you walk forward a little bit...
Just hold on! There's something important. No matter what happens, follow the path you believe in. The path you believe in.
The path I believe in.
What was that?
Oh. I'm just thinking about General Astar.
The General died wishing for peace. We have to fight to protect that now.
We will. We'll follow the path we believe in.
Yeah, if you come to the turret control room, which is pretty much no longer working and probably not going to be bothered to be worked on, mincing my words again, you get a little memory of when General Astar died. Next up, I kind of want to go there, but not really... well, I could now, but I'm going to save that for one final run around before I go to the end of the game. Alright, so in here...
we had some great times down here.
I remember coming to your rescue.
By the way, did you know Horace was locked in here with us?
Oh, that man. He's very odd, isn't he?
Maybe. But he's one of a kind. You can't help but like him.
So anyway, in the dungeon... oh yeah, that's one thing I really hate. I keep bumping into Callista whenever I go do stuff. Anyway, you can't really enter this cell beforehand, but now that you can... ooh, salamander bow, nice. I can evolve another weapon. Gnome gold, even more nice. And anyway, you can get those treasure chests there, and that's basically it. You still can't go up to the 3rd floor. That's just inaccessible for the entire game, no matter what. Alright, next up. Let's go to the ballroom. Alright, so here... now, I'm going all around here because you can get some little conversations from, just going around to certain places within Lazarus Castle, only available during the epilogue.
It was definitely a shock when I first came here. Who'd have thought lovely Lisa would turn out to be some noblewoman?
It feels like that was a lifetime ago.
I suppose this is where our battle started.
We've lost a lot. In the end, though, our dream came true. We have to make that count.
We will.
Yep. It does feel like a lifetime ago, considering this Let's Play. Alright, living area next. Okay, so, if you go over to where Jiral's room is, and you open it up.
Jiral.
He must have been a lonely man.
I have to live on for his sake as well. His death is on my hands.
Don't worry, Zale. We can shoulder that burden together.
I don't really think he needs to shoulder the burden, because, you know, Jarrell basically did himself in. He made a deal with Zangarak and used that Emperor sword. I think you get the idea. Anyway, we're not going to go in there yet, but we will eventually. Anyway, I think one more thing. The Count's chamber.
Uncle.
Do you think the Count was ever happy?
My uncle never opened up to anyone. But if I'm completely honest, I never opened up to him either.
Callista, we can do right by him now. We can carry on his wish for peace.
Yeah, they still kind of believe that, but, I didn't learn this till a little bit ago. If you go over here, this is Count Arginen's diary. So you can just check it out, and it says different stuff. Reading through it kind of just lets you know a little more about him and what he was really like. So I might as well read this and then I'll end the video. So, the repeated attacks by the Garak swine on Lazarus Island have been most vicious. There can be no doubt that I am in dire need of the power of the outsider. I am not proficient in the use of magic, but require great power. Much about the outsider is yet unknown. There may be unforeseen consequences. However, such power is necessary in order to restore my family's influence. A certain degree of risk is acceptable in return for such almighty power. A power so immense that the Empire itself shall fear the House of Arginin. The outsider will allow me to achieve all of this. So, at first, he wants the power of the outsider not only to deal with the Garak, but to deal with the Empire. Check again. The day when I can eliminate those vile Garak once and for all is finally at hand. What was once merely a dream shall soon become reality. Now it will not be long before I can stand victorious over those dogs of the Empire. The outsider was truly the greatest asset of the House of Arginin. Lazarus Island has endured countless battles to protect the Empire. Yet the Empire has forgotten the sacrifice Lazarus Island has made for its security. Now it shall pay for this, and for mocking us as a mere relic of a bygone age of war. When the House of Arginin is once again prosperous, I shall set my niece free. She must surely have many regrets from living a life of such repression. When that day comes, I shall be reigning over the entire land as Emperor. Now that there surprised me. Count Arginin actually still held some remorse for the actions he had taken in order to make sure his niece was sheltered in the castle, basically treated as a prisoner. He held remorse for it, and he didn't want to keep it up. So, I don't know. Anyway, let's keep reading. The relic of my ancestors is now mine to control. Everything had turned out exactly as I hoped it would. The full power of the House of Arginin is now truly within my grasp. They mocked me in the terrible disease with which I am afflicted. Now I cannot help but feel joy at the fact that I have consigned them to oblivion. That there might be a reference to his mechanical arm and leg. So he probably had a flesh-eating disease, who knows? Okay, I think this is the last one. I shall always feel pain for using my young niece as a pawn. I know that she is guilty of nothing. The carefree smile of this innocent child causes my heart great discomfort. Will she ever truly be happy? Being confined by such a thing, I know that nothing great can be achieved. However, I believe that child possesses an extraordinary power. So, as I said, he didn't like keeping Callista locked up like this, but he kind of needed to, and, yeah, that's basically it, just the 4 entries, that's it. Oh, darn it, I really hate doing that. And also, we never figure out why this door is here, I never get that. Anyway, that will do it for this video. Next time, on the last story. I think I'll keep that a secret. So, Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you wish to follow along this and my other Let's Plays, click the top right box to subscribe. Any concerns come up, I will let you guys know on my Twitter. Additional info in the lower left box in the video and down in the description below. This has been Matt the Speedstar, and I'll see you guys next time when we run through some more of the last story.